Healthier day.
Let me show you something quite shocking. A week ago, Miranda and I did an experiment. We both took an apple and cut it in half.
I washed my hands before starting to peel the apple. I also washed the knife and the cutting board.
But I didn't wash my hands. After only one day, this is what Miranda's apple looked like, and this is what mine looked like. This was 3 days later. This is now 1 week later. But wow, look at my apple. Will you eat it?
So what is this thing on our unwashed hands that can make an apple look like this? We often talk about germs and bugs, but it is actually called bacteria. Very, very small organisms that we cannot see with our naked eyes. If you want to see bacteria, you'll have to look at it through a microscope.
Scientists like Dr.
So, Doctor, we just come from the toilet. I washed my hands and Fezile here did not.
Well, I can explain that one, but anyway, it's fine. Doctor, what are you going to do with our hands?
I'm now actually going to allow you guys to touch this medium, which is the nutrient which is used by the bacteria on your hands, and your bacteria will be transferred from your hands onto the medium. And then you will also compare that to his unwashed hands. For 5 seconds, again, the bacteria transferred to the medium. And what I'm actually going to do, I will take this plate and incubate it. And after incubation, we'll be able to see the different numbers of bacteria that we have, depending on whether you have washed or have not washed your hands.
Look at the lab results. This is the bacteria Dr. Tanza incubated from my hand and Miranda's hand after we had been to the toilet.
Look at where you have placed your hand. We can see that there is less bacteria because washing reduced the numbers of bacteria that you have. If we compare it to his hand, which was not washed, we can see that bacteria are growing all over, which means there is more bacteria on the hands that are not washed.
Commandment number 2, do not scratch in your ears and then touch your food. Our noses and ears are the breeding ground of bacteria that can make us sick. Naturally, our noses and ears carry pathogenic bacteria that can cause foodborne illnesses. If you desperately do need to touch your ears, wash your hands afterwards. And most importantly, do not wear jewelry.
Commandment number 3, also keep your nose out of the food. Do not scratch your nose and then continue to work with the food. If you desperately need to rub your nose, wash your hands as soon as possible. And please, don't sneeze and spread your bacteria all over the place. If you need to sneeze, rather sneeze into your arm and immediately go to the bathroom to wash hands and clean your protective clothing. Look at the lab results. This is the bacteria Dr. Chanza incubated from someone sneezing.
If you can have a look at this place, you can see that there's lots of bacteria that came through the sneezing and landed up on the plate. So if you can see, there's different types of bacteria that are growing there, which are indicated by the different colors and sizes of the colonies that you see on the plate.
If you have a runny nose, do not work in the food preparation area.